Hello, is it on? Is it working? Yeah, I'm on. Is it working? Yes. Yeah, I'm on. Is it working? Yes. Cool. And the notification went out. Audio sounds good. Notification went out. Stream's working. Yes, cool, okay. Let's waste no time. Okay, yep, more Dark Souls 2. Everyone's favorite video game, Dark Souls 2. I love Dark Souls 2. Everyone loves Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 is truly amazing. It really is. It really is. I'm gently riffing at the fact that people infamously hate Dark Souls 2. Some people infamously hate Dark Souls 2. Okay, so I was doing some thinking. I was doing some major thinking, and I think I thought of something really good to think about. Or how do I put this? I was doing some thinking, and I had an idea. I had a series of ideas, actually. Well, that's not true. I had at least 2 ideas. So the first idea was, yeah, Roy. Hello, Roy. That's even your real name. Oh God, please don't kill me. So anyway, so we look at my stat spread here. Well, okay, so we die first, and then we look at my stat spread. So I did a little bit of thinking. And so we look at my stat spread here, right? So we have 50 Vigor, 40 Endurance, 10 Vit, 40 Attunement, 60 Strength, 47 Dex, 83 ADP, 30 Int, 30 Faith. Okay. Now the Strength and the Dex is actually giving us a small amount of physical AR on literally any weapon we use. Okay. But honestly, I think maybe Elemental AR, having a bunch of Faith and Int, is probably smarter. And the other thing I was thinking was... wait, wrong one. Another thing I was thinking was... I was looking around at some more weapons. I was really going through the game, looking at more weapons to juice my character with, to try to see if there's like another viable weapon. And so far, the only weapons I've really decided are viable at all other than Rapier and Ice Rapier, is Dark Iron, is Red Iron Twin Blade, and Chaos Blade. So that's like it, as far as I can tell. Like Uchigatana is probably okay, but not good enough. So I think Chaos Blade is also okay too. But I thought about it a bunch, and I realized all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I had the realization that, what about daggers? So I said to myself, finally, I'm like, what about daggers? What about daggers, right? You know, daggers? That weapon that we all know and love. Like, kind of the forgotten weapon type of Dark Souls 2. Daggers. And I said, okay, well, you know. Oh, shoot. Oh, God. Well, okay. I'm going to try that again. So I said to myself, well, you know, daggers, that's a weapon type I haven't looked into. And so I did some research into daggers. And I think I might have a dagger. I think I may have a dagger that could be our Huckleberry, so to speak. That could be our delicious Huckleberry. As far as like other viable weapons, I kind of doubt it because A, you don't benefit from a Leo ring. They do have a counter damage of 150, which is actually pretty good. But what they don't have is a They don't benefit from a Leo ring, so that's not really good. But they do have a come on, son of a stupid rats. I caught a mouse in my apartment one time. Actually, I have a really funny story about rats, actually. So I lived in this apartment years ago, and there was 100% a rat in the apartment. Like 100% a rat in the apartment. Like I'd wake up in the middle of the night and I'd like feel it skittering around and stuff. It was really funny, and I kind of had a fondness for the animal. But then my landlord one day he put out a mouse trap, and I was sitting there playing video games at my computer. And I hear snap from the kitchen, and I go into the kitchen, and there's my little rat buddy. That was really funny. And then there's a mouse in an apartment I lived later, and that mouse, I like bought some of those catch traps, and I just like caught him, and I caught him, and he pooped all over the thing. He or she or whatever pooped all over the thing. And I remember one time, I made like a soup. I made like a leek soup. It was really tasty, really tasty leek and potato soup. And I dropped a piece of leek on the ground, and I forgot about it. And I was like, oh, I better clean that up. And so I went out to the kitchen to clean it up, and it was gone, because the mouse had scurried out from under the refrigerator and eaten it while I wasn't looking. It was really funny. But it was before I caught him. And then eventually I caught him. He was like eating raw flour and stuff out of the bags and stuff in my kitchen. And eventually I got him. Poor little rat. But I always think of him as my little buddy. That's not true. I think I let him out somewhere. I probably shouldn't have let him out someplace where there's tons of people or whatever. I don't know. I did let him out somewhere, which I feel kind of stupid about because he's just going to get caught in another trap. You know what I mean? He's going to be in someone else's apartment and he's going to get caught in a trap. So it was really dumb to let him out. And you can't really keep them because they have diseases. So it's like, I don't know. Just there's no easy solution. So I guess the typical snap trap is probably about as good as you get with them. You need a good old snap trap. But, I don't know. The thing is, probably, glue traps probably don't work. So they're not very, they're kind of, what you might call, unethical. They're a little unethical, but they actually probably may not work. In all cases. And the reason they may not work in all cases is because rats are really clever, right? So if they identify that something, if they can figure out the pattern for them, the smell or whatever, it doesn't, yeah. So they might have issues with that. So I wouldn't necessarily bet on glue traps working in the long run. Well, it depends. Ah, come on. Come on. But yeah, I'd rather poison a rat than glue trap or anything like that. Just drop some poison out there. It's good enough. Ow. Oh. Come on. I've been poisoned. Dude. Bruh. There we go, finally. Took me 1 billion years. Stuck. There we go. Come on. Poison him again. Come on. Oof. And I still gotta figure out which side the zombies are on. Sweet. Okay. Now, where do they come from? There they are. Come on. Well. There we go. That would have been lame if I died right there. I don't know if they respawn. They probably don't. It seems like a lot of those red phantoms don't respawn. But would not be happy to find that they did in fact respawn. Yeah, and I know I can probably drop down the ladders here. Yeah, well, it's the hitbox. Yeah, I don't know. Apparently I can't drop down, just drop down the ladders here. Apparently they're like, no. Sorry, player. The developers of this game were real player haters, that's for sure. Definitely. Definitely they were real player haters, for sure. For sure. I think that's maybe more apt a term in this context than in 90% of contexts. Kind of funny. Kind of funny that. Okay. Bonfired up. Oop. Okay. Yeah, so I was thinking of doing Faith and... So, first off, Mannequin. Oh, fudge. So, anyways, first thing, Mannequin Knife. So, maybe we'll farm a Mannequin Knife at some point. And I'll upgrade that and infuse it. And the other thing is... What is the other thing? Oh, yeah, the other thing is Faith. Faith and Int instead of Physical. Just so I can use... And then that'll let me use magic against Alana. Magic damage against Alana. And I guess maybe lightning against Ivory King. Maybe? Yeah, I think that works. I think that works out. Yeah, and then what we'll do is we'll drop our strength and dex to like 30 apiece. And we'll go to 60-60. But I think I'm not even 60-60. Oop. Hello, my friend. Okay, I think we're in the right spot, right? Yeah, there it is. Oh, come on. That's the first time I screwed that up. That's literally the first time I screwed that up all the runs so far. Dude, I know that feel, Rousey. I know that feel. I hard know that feel. I hardcore know that feel. I will play Deltarune someday. Oh, fudge. Deltarune someday is gonna happen. Maybe not live. But I'm definitely gonna play Deltarune. But I hardcore know that feel. I know that vibe and feel. This nice thing about not being able to see my wife is oof. 1 second. That's the nice thing about not being able to see my wife is like in live stream Dark Souls 2. Like 1 billion hours of Dark Souls 2. Oh, come on. Ah, shoot. Okay, we're just gonna run past this place. I'm just gonna run past this whole place. This has been rough. I've botched this completely. In every way you can botch this, I've botched this. So let's just hit it. I'm gonna hit this proper like. Yeah, maybe someday. Although I kind of want him to finish it. I kind of want him to finish Deltarune. Oof. That's the only thing. Come on. Let him play ref. Dude, yeah, I know he's like nowhere. He's like still just like it just takes 1 million years between Deltarune episodes. I know, but that's usually how I play video games. Oh, come on. I screwed up again. No. That was really fast, though, actually. That was, like, really stupid fast, though, so. Try it again. Try it again. This is, like, the worst time. This is, like, the worst I've ever done. In all these cycles, I've never died in this place until now. This has been the worst I've done it. This is just absolutely pathetic. Just laughable. And the laughing stock of the Dark Souls 2 community. This dog, this giant undead dog is laughing at me. Mocking me. Calling me ugly. And funny looking. Which, I mean, you know. Look, I'm not gonna sit here. He's not wrong, but boy is it hurtful. Oh, come on. Goofed it up again. There's another one. Okay. Come on, really? No, actually, it's different. The name's different. Ralsei underscore smoking a blunt. Yeah. C1K. I don't know what C1K means. No, I don't, because I see the picture looks the same, right? Or is the picture different? Is that what's going on? Oh, it is. Yeah. Hey, there you go. Yes, is some sort of matching with your pal, with a buddy of yours. Oh, cool. Wasn't that just great? I wish I had a girlfriend. By which I mean my wife, who I haven't seen in 10 years. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. Oh, come on, I did it again. Oh god. My maiden Ranny. Come on, there we go, I did it. I freaking did it. I freaking did it. Look at that. Ranny. Hold on, let me look up Ranny real fast. Isn't Ranny like... Ranny. Let's take a look at Ranny here. Carrion Princess. So, Ranny the Witch is an NPC in Elden Ring. Ranny the Witch is a mysterious figure, first introduced as herself as Rana upon meeting her again as the She Sisters. She reveals her true name. Ranny is the daughter of Radagon and Renala. As such, she is a princess of the Carrion royal family. Look at that! After Radagon departed and became the consort of Queen Marika, Ranny and her siblings were raised to demigod status as they were now the children of the consort of a goddess. Unlike her siblings, however, she was identified as a potential successor to Queen Marika by the Two Fingers, and her status was further elevated to that of Empyrean, and like Marika, granted her own shadow blade. Blade. Look at that, it's crazy. She appears to have some involvement in the Night of Black Knives, where Black Knife assassins stole a shard of the Rune of Death and murdered Godwyn the Golden. At the same time, Ranny seems to have her lost origin. Weird. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this. Cool. Or what was that? Let's see. You can marry her in Elden Ring and get a special ending known as the Age of Stars. Whoa! No way! No way! No way! No freaking way. No heckin' way. Whoa. Whoa. Look at that. That's crazy. Oh, come on. Guy just backstabs me. This is a goofball. Stabbing me in the back. Cool. Okay, that's good to know. How many endings for Elden Ring are there? Because there's literally only 2 endings for this game. Like 6. Whoa, cool. Cool. There's only 3 endings at the end of Mass Effect 3. Elden Ring endings. Let's take a look at this. Endings. Yeah, there's like a billion endings. Okay. Age of Fracture ending. Elden Lord. Okay. Age of the Duskborn. Okay. Age of the Order. Age of the Despair. Blessing of Despair ending. Oh, is that Dung Eater ending, I guess? Age of the Stars. Whoa, cool. Yeah, so it's kind of like the ending. It's kind of like the Hollow ending, where you marry Henri, and then you become the King of the Hollows or whatever. Wacky. Yes. That's actually really cool. That's actually really dang cool. Hmm? Hmm? Where is it? Oh, there's another copy of Dark Fog, I guess. Okay, Fragrant Branch. Yeah, kind of, or it's not actually, or is it? Oh, it is! It is! Yeah, look at that! That's crazy! Whoa. There's some deep lore right there. Some hardcore deep lore. Like, the deepest lores. The deepest and darkest of all the lores. Right there. So I cracked the code. So, where, okay. Where is it right here? No. I think it's in front of the first worm. Yeah, have a good night, dude. Thanks for showing up. It's been fun. Yeah, yep. Have a good night. Hey, where is the other one? Where is the... Because there's another drop down, right? Because that's where you encounter what's-her-face. My favorite Soulsborne waifu. Oh, yes. Wait, no. Really? Okay, okay. Never mind. This is something. This is straight up something. Hello, Mr. Giants. What's that noise they make? Wonder what's up with that sound effect. Would love to know. Okay. There's El Giant number 1. Where's Giant number 2? Shoot. Ah, it's so stupid. God, what a goof. What a goof. What a goofball. That's so goofy. Ah. It's bad play. I'm like full of goofs today. This is like 8th death or something. It's not 8th, but I've been dying a lot. Oh shoot. Making a mockery of this game. What's going on here? The Dark Souls gods, they laugh at me. No, don't follow me here. Yeah, I gotta fight the invaders. Or no, I don't have to fight the invader. Or do I? Well, I gotta get the... No, I don't have to fight the invader. I'm gonna drop down and kill the giants, actually. I'm actually not going to fight the invader, I think. We'll fight the invader at the end. As necessary. Or we'll fight the invader when we come back for Dark Liquor. But we have to kill at least one invader. We don't have a choice. We have to kill an invader. Because what's going to happen is we're going to try to enter the Well of the Dark or whatever. We're going to try to enter, when we join the Dark Liquor Covenant, we're going to get this, we're going to have to fight an invader to enter the area. It's just part of it. So we could either kill 2 invaders to prevent another invader from spawning, which I don't even know if will work, because I think there might be 3 invaders to this place. Or we can just kill 1 invader and then do the Covenant of the Dark. And that's probably what we're going to do. Okay. El Gigante number 1. I love giants. I think they're actually really cool, underutilized enemies. I sort of wish there was opportunities where you could fight them. Fight more of them. I sort of wish they'd come back in DS3. Or something like that. Because there's some of my favorite enemies in the whole series. Oh, fudge. Bang. No! Come on! This is so close! Ah! Why? What did I do wrong? Why am I just... Ugh. Ugh. It's just time loss. Just endless time loss. Just tremendous endless time loss. Ugh. Ugh. I guess I could poison him. It's been a while since I've done that. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Bad Dark Souls player. Bad Dark Souls streamer. Goose up. All over the place. Oh, shoot. It's like extra pathetic getting to the first one and then dying. Oh shoot. I think I just need to let him retreat more, so I don't accidentally lure him into attacking me at the edge. I think maybe the amount of HP they have is just finally catching up with me. Maybe. Yeah, I had tasty Mapo tofu for dinner. Real good. Freaking giants. I'm getting souls for this though. Like 10,000 souls a pop. The mouth of the abyss is not normally open. Okay, sweet. Or was that? I can't get out the. Oh, you know what? Yeah, the guy was telling me about Homeward. So what I need to do is I could attune a Homeward here, and then not have to fight this NPC. But it doesn't really matter that much. Well, oh shoot, and I didn't get fire either. Yeah, so I kind of goofed this up completely. I would need a very specific setup for this. And I can't poison him, I don't think. I think he's just straight up immune. What up, bro? Oh wait, okay, I guess we have to kill this one. Yeah, no, if I use Homeward, I don't have to kill this one, is what the guy was saying. Someone in my chat was saying that yesterday. So I have to kill 2 invaders anyway, it's fine. It's really not the end of the world. Other than it's like dumb. So I could use Homeward next time. And then that'll work. And then at some point I will farm that dagger. But not right now. Okay, tune spells, fire. The fire weapon. Fire ice rapier. See, this is a great example where it's like, yeah, it's like technically I could gain more damage, like a very tiny amount of extra damage from lightning, maybe. But like even if I did and even if I could, it just like would not matter. The actual extra damage I would gain from lightning is like just like 0. Very, very small. Like yes, I'm gaining a tiny amount of AR. I guess I could try that. I guess I could test that out more thoroughly. Oh, I didn't, uh-oh. Because I think he's weak to magic. Don't quote me on that. That seems appropriate, I guess. Manus attack. Okay, luckily easy boss. Very easy boss. Very comedically easy boss. Okay. Cool. And now... Oh, yes, Aldia. Naturally. That's good. That means we're like over. That means like we're like basically halfway done with the non-DLC part. Yeah. Vendrick, Hollow, all this stuff. Yeah. No, actually, this guy's really based. I should actually listen to his dialogue more often. Maybe on the last cycle we'll do all of his dialogue. Because there's the secret is his. Vendrick is a scumbag, and he is cool as heck. That guy is awesome.
You are bad.
Okay. Grab this. Put into Dex, I guess. No. Yeah, so... See, so Cloan... I haven't been able to get What's-His-Face to actually give me the thing. Do I not even have 1,000 souls? Ugh. Whatever.
Done.
Okay. Oh.
Dang.
This guy. So I have Laddersmith, Cloan, her. I feel like that guy should trigger it, right? But I guess maybe he doesn't count. So maybe I need to do the Pyromancy girl. Because I don't know... Wait. Huh. Wait, if I've only died 1,000 times?
You have this. It is... There's no... And what do you... We...
Seems kind of high, actually.
And if... When you... I see. If you... I will look at how they fret. Oh, dear me. You have died here.
Okay.
Do you see the... There was... You... But don't... Hades in the... But the gate... But how it... Have you seen? The flame. They exist. If you are the flame, long ago, I want. Did
Okay.
you notice any letters? The end point. If you
Yeah.
may note these are. If you do, you see there was. You may
Okay.
just Hades, but the road, the gate, but how it. May you find.
Okay, so maybe I need to get the Pyromancy Girl to give me the Soul Vessel. Because I think we're gonna go Faith at Magic here. I think I have 2 copies of Sunlight Blade, and that's really enough. It's hard enough to buff a weapon once in a boss fight, let alone twice, right? So the reason why Flame Weapon and Dark Weapon are better, though, is because you get more buffs in case you want to fight enemies beforehand or just random stuff like that, right? But nevertheless, okay. So I do have a +5 Magic Ice Rapier. And what I can do is I can just switch that between bolt, lightning and magic every run. But I think there's only one boss I really care about. Hello.
Thank. Oh, well. I was oh. But do you have? I'll take anything and just.
Okay. So we're gonna give you Peasant Hat. Peasant clothing. Peasant gloves. No. Rampart Golem. And sure.
I have my. But thank you. After I change. But perhaps.
Okay. Oh, I guess we can get Carillion. So if this doesn't trigger it, I'm gonna rescue Carillion. Oh, come on. I guess it's at least a loading screen. So we'll see if this triggers it. But if that doesn't work, I'll get Carillion. And I think maybe killing Licia doesn't count or something. I don't know. It's weird. This is really weird.
Do you feel it will? Have you seen the flame thing? If you the flame.
Okay, so that apparently doesn't count. So maybe Carillion. Maybe you want to get Carillion. So go to Newen's Wharf, rescue Carillion. And maybe that'll fix it all. Newen's Wharf, yeah. And then I'll get a Soul Vessel. And we'll go Faith, I guess. Go Faith. We'll go 60 Faith to maximize duration on Denial. And then we'll go Int until we get 60 Int. And then that way I can use Magic against Alana. Even if the actual damage gain is relatively small. And then we'll go... What up, brother?
I am Nana,
Oop. Ow.
young pupil.
Yeah, maybe we meet again in Majula. They call this place Majula. As, that's what, I can't do her voice, obviously, but that's what, whatever her name is says. Melintia. Okay. This should be it. And then we'll go to Drangleic Castle. And then... so goofy. Okay.
Quite I'd forgotten how much. Once I am grateful. It is.
Okay.
May you find.
So getting Carillion did it. So next cycle we have to rescue Carillion too. Okay. So we'll spend the Soul Vessel right now. Just so we can get a little bit more duration out of Denial. Because it does come up. It's not really that important. But... Yeah. So we'll go 50. 50 Vigor. 40 Endurance. 10 Vit. 40 Attunement. We can't do less than 40 Attunement. Then we'll go at least... I think we'll go 30 Strength here. And 30 Dex. So I think past 20. Let's actually take a look. Let's take all the points out of Dex. Watch. So each point of Dex is giving me like a ton of damage on my weapon. Like a ridiculous amount of damage on my weapon. And then it stops around 15. No, it actually doesn't stop around 15. So I'm getting almost 1 point all the way up to 40. Okay, never mind. Actually, 60 Dex is kind of cool. Okay, maybe we'll consider 60 Dex here. We'll have less strength points. I mean, then I can't use Red Iron Twin Blade, but it's like, who cares? I don't really want to use Red Iron Twin Blade. It's like a cool weapon, but it's not like a meaningful weapon, I don't think. 30 Int, 30 Faith. Huh. Yeah, you can't have it all. You just can't have it all. Turns out. Oh, okay. Okay. Hmm. You know what? No, let's just let's cancel that actually.
No.
Wait a minute. So I have 40, 60 strength, 48 dex. God, I'm waffling so hard on this. What does it say it does to my fire bonus, actually? Let's see what it says it does to my fire bonus. Attacks dex. There's 10 extra points of a dex attack. Huh. Still getting physical AR. Where's fire bonus? Okay, hold up. Let's go 30-30. We'll go fire bonus. Fire bonus 108. Dark bonus. So right now we're at dark bonus 162. Fire bonus 147. Okay, right. So we go up to 60. We gained some fire bonus there. Not much. Their magic bonus stayed the same. We have more lightning bonus. Or 20. What does that cost us? Oh, we'll go to 20. So 516, 517, 518, 519. So 3 AR. So the difference in damage from strength is not really that important. And then we go fire bonus of 158. Then we can use lightning blade. We can use sunlight blade. But do we want to use Sunlight Blade? Well, wait a minute. Yeah, maybe. Whatever. Who cares? We try it out. We can try it out against what's-her-face. It's Alana. Where am I going now? Shaded Woods, Rune Fork Road. Yeah, sorry that it took so long. I was like really deep in thought there. I was literally like, I think we do want Faith, but I'm not sure how. I just wish I had more levels, you know? That's really the sad thing. But I guess a little tiny bit of extra denial length isn't going to kill us. A little bit more extra length on Sacred Oath too, if we want to use that. Not that we do, but assuming we did want to use Sacred Oath, that'd be some more length on that too. Uh-oh. Yeah, so we'll try lightning. We can try lightning out. It's fine. I'm not expecting anything, to be honest. I'm really not expecting anything, but it's fine. We do want the 60 dex for extra physical AR though. Like, I think that's not up for debate. It's not much extra physical AR, but it's like 1020. So it's like, it's actually basically worth it. So we don't really need the extra duration on the spells. Okay. And then on top of that, not only do we not need the extra duration on the spells, but we also we're gaining like a relatively small amount of damage on Elemental too. So it's not really that big a deal. Cheese time. Yeah, but now I don't have enough attunement for Sacred Oath to really use Sacred Oath. It's okay. If I'm gonna Bright Bug, I can use Denial, it's fine. I mean, I guess I could Sacred Oath, right? Because I have 5 slots, right? So, oh no, okay, I have 5 slots, yeah. I guess what I could do is Sacred Oath in the Frozen Outskirts. Maybe instead of Denial. Because I feel like I don't really need Denial that bad. I need the extra physical AR more. Think on it. Come on. Yeah, whatever. We'll go with Faith right now. It's no big deal. I guess we can try it against Twin Dragon Slayers, right? Or do I have a Bolt Stone? I do. Got a ton of bolt stones. Just poison him. Ow. Not quite. Okay, same principle here. Boom. Second door is open. I'm gonna get 4 knights. But I can just dark weapon up. Oh. Oh, I need another copy of Great Fireball. Speaking of which. There they are. Ow. Fuck. Oh, embarrassing. They literally can't even attack me, basically. I should just Dark Orb them. Why didn't I just Dark Orb them? Why didn't I not just Dark Orb them? Why didn't I just stand there and Dark Orb them? I don't know. So ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I literally could have just stood there and Dark Orbed them. But I didn't. Instead I was like, oh, let's get this over with faster. It's like, how foolish of me. How abjectly foolish. No, it's so well. It's okay. It's okay. We carry on. Despite it all, we carry on. So yeah, faith. I think, yeah, maybe we'll see. But I won't be able to use magic. Because there just aren't enough stat points in the world. I mean, I guess... One thing I could do, right? Is I could take points out of Dex. Because I'm not really gaining that much AR. Whatever, we'll give it a shot. We'll give lightning a shot here. Maybe lightning will be like markedly better. But I tried magic and it's okay. It's fine. So I guess I could go to like 25 Dex or something. And then put the remaining points into magic. But that's still not enough to get me quite there to maxed out magic. And I guess I could take points out of strength too. Because I think I'm at 20 or am I at 15? I don't know. Look in a second. Yeah, but this is the hard part where I have to decide what actually I think is optimal. Based on as much evidence as I can gather and as much reasoning as I can discern. You know what I mean? That's the tricky part. So that is the tricky part. And I guess I don't have to talk to Welliger. Maybe I'll just get Welliger here. I wanted another copy of Great Chaos Fireball, but or Chaos Fireball or whatever, but I really don't have the attunement slots to muster it, honestly. And so probably I just shouldn't. Oh, Dark Souls 2. You wacky game. Just making me look bad over and over and over again. Just specifically going out of your way to make me look bad over and over and over again. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. What would I do without it? What would I do without the privilege of playing this video game that just makes me look bad? That's life for you. Sometimes you gotta get your hands dirty. That's how it is. You know? There's no way around it. Do you think Einstein invented math by playing it safe? You think Einstein? No. He got his hands dirty. It's the same with Dark Souls 2. It's like sometimes you gotta get your hands dirty. You gotta just play Dark Souls 2 until you get worse at it, I guess, and just like get worse at it while you play it. You gotta play it so much that you get worse at it. And that's how the real sausage is made. Oh. Wow, he followed me down here actually. That's really crazy. I've never seen that before. Okay. Grab the key. We need to grab the key here too. The dumb key. Oh wow, okay, that just one-shot me. Fair enough. We're on like plus 1,000,000. We're on like new game plus 1,000,000,000. How many slots do I have? 7. Why does I have 7 slots? Okay, never mind. I could probably do Sacred Oath. But I couldn't do Sacred Oath and Denial. Well, I could definitely do Sacred Oath, but it would be hard. Yeah. So the tricky part would I couldn't do Sacred Oath and Denial, unless I was like really committed to it. I'd have to forgo. So I might do Sacred Oath for Frozen Outskirts. Oh. Yeah, awesome. Well, should trigger the door. Ow. Bada bing, bada boom. There's a tiny slam. Tiny slam. That we had luck. Yeah, we'll try halberd. We'll try elephant halberd, mastodon halberd. I have that mostly upgraded, and when that inevitably fails, we'll call it a day. I think. We'll try mannequin knife. We'll try mannequin dagger, and then that'll be the last weapon we try probably. That's the only weapon I can imagine is competing with. Because like Chaos Blade was okay, it was fine, but it was just like really wasn't any better. It just like really was just not any better at all, despite everything. So, I mean, you know. At least this way I get more value out of what is it called? Okay, let's try lightning. We'll try lightning right now. Or no. Yeah, we can. We can. We gotta go to Macduff. We'll swap out this magic one for a lightning one. We'll reinfuse this lightning. And I guess I can use that against Ivory King too. Not that it really matters. Like the actual difference in damage is like actually kind of negligible, I think. Sunlight Blade. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's also just so much less slot efficient too. Not that that really matters either. It's another thing that's like kinda doesn't really matter. The slot efficiency of it. But we don't even have Dragon Chime. But I guess I could get Dragon Chime. Isn't it Twinkling? Yeah, it's Twinkling. Oh shoot. Okay, well. Wrong. No, that was not the stairwell. So I could try. Yeah, so I'd have to get Dragon Chime. And I have to upgrade Dragon Chime. How much twinkling do I have? I've like wasted so much Twinkling Titanite. One. I have one twinkling. Okay, that's bad. So, well, I guess. Oh no, blast pills don't matter. Blast pills don't care. What am I talking about? That only affects damage magic. This is Dark Souls 2. That's like literally not affected, so it doesn't actually matter at all. Yeah. So the damage of the buff is not affected by your stat spread. The only thing that affects is duration. And there's like certain ranges or something. So it's like not that important. Okay, we'll give lightning a shot here. I mean, we're not doing a direct comparison, so let's see if it just wows me immediately. I just like crap my pants in joy at what I'm about to see here. And no, it's about the same. It's about the same. It is very much not that. Oh shoot. Okay, shoot. We'll try it. I'm gonna switch back to dark actually. Give it another shot. Oh, we don't even have the thing on. Old Leo. But yeah, I mean, it's like, well, like, actually, it might help against, it might be good against, oh, we could use it against, yeah, but that's the thing, right, is it's like, oh, we could use it against Demoness Song. Demoness Song literally doesn't even matter. It's like, oh, it's extra good against Demoness Song. Oh, boy, Demoness Song, yeah. That's where the challenge really is in this game. Gotta get that extra damage on Demoness Song, guys. Really, really important, really, really critical. We get that extra damage on Demoness Song. Like that's just basic logic, you know. Demoness Song, you know, hardest part of the run. So we got to make sure we're set up for that, right? So yeah, I mean that's kind of the issue. This is the other one. So for some reason this one has way more resistances or whatever. Yeah, it's about the same. Yeah, it's like exactly the same, basically. Oh no, lightning might be a little bit better. Or, I mean, it might be a little bit worse. Oof. Yeah, lightning might be a little bit better. Like a very tiny amount. I think the wiki's just wrong. I think Dark Weapon is actually equivalent to Flame Weapon. Would be my guess of what's going on. If I had to take a guess. Because it says on the wiki that Dark Weapon is equivalent to Sunlight Blade and Crystal Magic Weapon, but I think that's not true. I mean, I'll tell you one thing though, we're using We're gonna be using Dark Weapon against this next guy, so... What's going on, dude? How you doing? We're gonna be using Dark Weapon against this next guy, for sure. So, it's like... We definitely can't use Lightning against this next guy, so... Meh. I don't know. Yeah, so I think Lightning is slightly better. Like a little tiny bit. Although, yeah, when you take Dark Orb and stuff into consideration, because the bosses aren't really the problem with this game. The bosses have like never been the problem. Like I killed those giants with Dark Orb, so it's like, and you always get the ability to Dark Orb something in a boss fight. You know, like Smelter Demon's doing his dumb Smelter Demon crap, and you just sit there and you Dark Orb him twice. It's like, it's something. It's like barely worth it, but it's whatever. I think that the two best elements are still Fire and Dark, definitely. Absolutely. Especially considering I'm gonna kill Dark Lurker with Dark too, yeah. So it's like, yes, you are gaining a small amount of AR. Like a very, very, very... Okay, it didn't even trigger it. Didn't even trigger the stupid golem. Okay, whatever. You are getting a very tiny amount. Fudge. Well, the thing about Dark Weapon is, yeah, well, it does do that. That's the purple. No, but you get all the other benefits. You can Dark Fog stuff and just like random crap like that. So I think it is worth it. I do suspect that the Dark Weapon buff itself is not as good. But the problem is it's like if I could just put my stats anywhere I wanted, right? And still have access to Dark Orb in the other one, it'd be fine. But I'm 100% going to use... Yeah. So I'm 100% going to use Fireball on Dark Lurker, right? Like, that's the thing, is it's when you fight Dark Lurker, right? When you fight Dark Lurker, it's like... when you fight Dark Lurker, you either have to use Miracles, Sorceries, or Pyromancies. And the Pyromancies cast the fastest. Right, so you could use Miracles, and I guess that'd be okay. But where even is Sunlight Spear, actually, in this game? Because I tried Miracles a long time ago, and they're not very good. Like, Sunlight Spear was not as good. Like, I found Sunlight Spear to be really hard to kill Dark Lurker with. So where is it? I guess I could use Wrath of Gods. But then that's melee too. Sunlight Spear, yeah. Yeah, you have to do Heirs of the Sun rank 3 for that. So your best option is Great Lightning Spear. Yeah. Yeah, so Dark Lurker is super resistant to all physical attacks. Yes. Well, yeah, but the duration is short enough that it's bad. The duration is an issue. Because 60 seconds is slightly too short to kill most bosses. So you do lose a little bit. Yeah, so I think the general... Oh, shoot. So I think the consensus... I do believe very strongly that the consensus for Miracles being the strongest is not true. Yeah, I know. It's just typical. Just typical DS2. It's like until... Oh, you know what? I need to do Yearn. I need to Yearn these guys. Because there's a whole bunch of enemies you can't Yearn, and there's a whole bunch of enemies you can Yearn, right? I need to Yearn them. But I think the consensus about Lightning being the best, I think might not really be true. I think in terms of sheer... I think even in terms of sheer AR, it's like 20 points lower or something like that. But we're not going to try in this boss. Yep, this is New Game Plus 6. Come on, don't need my input. There you go. What, please get near the giant, please? Didn't even kill. Oh boy. No, 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 no. Why? I don't know. That's a really good question. I don't know. If it does, actually, that's an insanely good question. That's a ridiculously good question. The problem is, I still haven't gone through the effort of getting that many spices. So what is it? Simpleton spice? Let me look it up real fast. So, makes a chosen spell attainable with one less intelligence, offering a shortcut for the devoted, requires assistance from individuals. Okay. Okay. You can use as many spices as you want. Wait. Will not reduce the... Only lower the int. Spell needs 40 int. I wouldn't bet on it. I wouldn't bet that yeah, because most spells don't work that way either. So like for example, if I lower... Well, maybe. Wait. Spell duration stacks with intelligence, not catalyst power. So I think it has... I think... That's so weird. I don't know. No, the damage will not be lower because of worse stats. Because that's not how it's calculated. That's not how it's calculated. So the idea being is the damage... the damage isn't affected by stats or catalyst power. Because no buff spells aren't affected by catalyst at all. Buff spells are only affected by the damage of the weapon itself, and the duration is tied to interfaith. So there's a possibility, yeah, so I kind of doubt... I do doubt a little bit that lowering the spell is going to... But I don't know, there might be a formula internally that because the thing is that that's kind of weird. Like, I find it hard to... Like, every buff spell has its own duration. Like, Dark Weapon lasts, like, 90 seconds or something, right? And Denial lasts, like, 180 seconds, right? So the idea being here is that the more faith I have, the longer Denial lasts. So between, like, 30 faith and 60 faith, Denial goes from having a duration of 180 seconds to a duration of, like, 360 seconds, okay, right? And, like, Dark Weapon goes from having a duration of, like, 60 seconds to, like, 100 to, like, 90 seconds, right? Between, like, 30... Or between, like, 15 int, 15 faith to, like, 30 int, 30 faith, right? But, so it's hard to say, but I find it hard to believe that these spells are hard-coded based on your intelligence intervals, right? Like, I kind of find it hard to believe that there's a table in the game's code that says, like, okay, Dark Weapon lasts this long if you have this much stats, right? So it's kind of weird because you might... be onto something. The duration is not affected by, or that the skeptics or simpleton spice could be used to make duration, but there's no way to know, and the wiki doesn't say. And like the problem is, I could lower one of these weapons. I could lower the stat requirements for one of these for a really long time, but then I'd have to go through the trouble of timing it out. And for that, I need to be really sure that I knew how long they were going to last in the first place. Yeah, so it's like a really tough problem. I could probably do it. I could probably set up an experiment for it. How much do I have of those? So I have 19 Skeptic Spice. I could try it, I guess. So what I do is I take Sunlight Blade. Or no. I would need to drop my... I might actually try it. with Crystal Magic Weapon. But I need to be really sure I know what I'm doing before I do that. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna test this, yeah. So how much do I have? I have 11 simpletons, okay. Yes, yes, exactly. That's exactly what we're trying to test. So if you find an answer in your research, tell me, because I'm about to drop the stats. I'm gonna drop the items to do it. I'm gonna take Crystal Magic Weapon, and I'm gonna drop it down by 10 points. So I'm gonna time Crystal Magic Weapon beforehand, okay, and then I'm gonna time Crystal Magic Weapon after I drop the stats by 10 points, and there should be a difference. Okay, like I should be able to discern a difference between 10. If I drop it by 10 points, I should 100% be able to discern a difference between those two. How much is Crystal Magic? What's the stat requirement for Crystal Magic Weapon? 28. Okay. So I should 100 to dropping that by 10 points should give me an answer. But do some research on it first, because I don't need Crystal Magic Weapon for this guy anyway. So I'm not like gonna test it this second. I'm gonna wait until after this. But that's really it's something I'm gonna, yeah. And so, well, I'll do it after this boss. After this boss, I'll test that actually. I just gotta make sure I get it right. Because if somebody else already knows the answer, I want to know. Or at least, I mean, I'll independently verify. That's what so I'll just do it anyway. I'll just do it. But if you do find somebody that corroborates that assumption of mine, let me know. I can't believe people don't already know the answer to that. Uh-oh. One of these is Soul Vessel, actually, isn't they? Aren't they? One of them is a Fire Seed, right? No. Wait. One of them is a Fire Seed, I think, right? Maybe I'm confusing it. I think it's a... Okay. Come here. Come here, brother. There we go. Is it a Fire Seed or a Soul Vessel? Let's find out. Okay. Oh, it's both. Okay, cool. Yeah, weird. Okay, so I was right. Yeah, it's both. Okay. We'll go to Iron Keep and test it after this boss. I do want to kill this boss first. Just so I can level up. Because I don't want to like die in Iron Keep and lose all my souls. Or does it cost? I can't remember. We'll find out. We'll find out. Oh, I need to refresh my denial. Yeah, but like Dark Weapon, I'm still going to use Dark Weapon on this guy. But I think I'd like a little tiny optimization. Like a very, very tiny optimization on some of these bosses. To use Lightning over Dark. But I'm not sold on that as being like the solution. Does shorten the length, not increase it. Yeah, but that's assuming is that depending? Is that not according to your stats, or like is that because so like if so you know it takes like 28 int to use Crystal Magic Weapon, right? So if you only have 20 int, that's gonna make the buff last a lot less time. But if you have more int and you use the buff anyway, does it? Because, like, obviously, if you have less than... Okay. It's interesting. So there is in fact like a function in the game's code for some reason. So these buff spells do have like some function tied to them that has something to do with your int or your stat. Oh shoot. It's based purely on the stats from what I can tell. Well, duration does increase. Or yeah, with the spices. Yeah, well, I'll independently verify after this boss. Right after this boss, I'll independently verify. Yeah, like I just have to Dark Orb these guys. It's okay. It's aight. Yes. Yeah. Well, it doesn't, I think it does. Yeah, the duration does scale with stats. But I'm wondering if you simpleton spice it, do you get longer duration for having the same stats or not? But I'll test that in a second. Once I kill this boss. We'll do it a crystal magic weapon. Yes. Right. Yes. Interesting. I mean, I may as well use some of these spices, considering I have them. Oh, shoot. Come on. I'm just embarrassing myself here. Uh-oh. Luckily this boss is so easy. Even like a small child could do it. Uh-oh. This is getting bad. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Is this a casual playthrough? How have I forgotten how to do this boss? It's like the easiest boss in the game. Whatever, we'll do it again. We'll do it again. I don't know what's wrong with me here. Yeah, well, the spices, I think there's, so you can use a raw blue flame. So there's a sword in the game called a blue flame, and what you can do is you can raw infuse it to give it more damage, but take away the scaling. And then you can, or you can enchant it, infuse it. I can't remember if it's raw or enchanted, but there's some really specific thing you can do. Yeah, I know, I don't know what's going on with me. I think I'm distracted by this topic, because it's really interesting. But you can raw infuse a blue flame, and then the raw infused blue flame, or enchanted infused blue flame, I can't remember which, like, you'll still do plenty of damage with some really in-game spells. But you won't really do that much damage with in-game spells, right? Like, you just save a lot of stats. Like, it's comparatively good for what it should be. Stuff like that. But that doesn't mean it's, like, actually, like, really good or meta or anything. Or, I mean, it's not like it's maximizing your damage, necessarily. Yeah, I've been botching it this entire stream. Just doing absolutely the worst. I've been botching this game all stream. It's like a casual playthrough. The way I've been doing. It's like, this is a let's play. It's like, hey everybody, I'm blinding Dark Souls 2 today. I'm a new player, and I'm really excited to get into this video game for the first time. Dark Souls 2, everybody. And then I'm like dying to like the rotten or whatever. I'm dying in the gutter, stuff like that. Just total noob stuff like that, dying in the gutter. Oh come no, there was so many souls. Oh my god. That took me so long. Why? See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, look at this. Look at this. They're gonna put me on trial for this. Yeah, part exactly. It's literally exactly like that, yeah. And then it's like he like dies to like a guy with like a dagger or something. That's me. I like die like 15 times to the ogre in the entrance. The ogre you don't have to fight. And the only reason I'm finding these guys is... Or, you know what, actually? Okay, I'm gonna skip these guys, actually. I don't know what I'm thinking. I know how to skip these guys. I'm stupid. What I need to do is I need to buff up beforehand. I lost so many souls there. God, it's just the worst. It's absolutely the worst. So you don't need Dark Orb, but it is nice. It's nice enough, but I think in some cases it's actually detrimental to you because there's a lot of scenarios where you really don't need it, but it's just like slightly more convenient. So, but we'll use lightning against this we'll use lightning against this next guy. That's me. I'm the LP'er. Dude, this character has like 100 hours on it. And I've streamed like all those hours. This has been going on for like, I think I've been streaming for like over a month. Oop. Oop. Oh, come, just... Oh my god. They're gonna put me in Dark Souls 2 prison for that one. They're like actually gonna put me in Dark Souls 2 prison for that one. I'm gonna go to jail. They're like, Your Honor, he died to the Mirror Knight. Oh, on +6. Or on 6. On cycle 6. And the judge is gonna be, you sicko. He's gonna call me a sicko right to my face. He's like, ordinarily I wouldn't pass down death sentences for Dark Souls 2 crimes, but in this case, we have a special situation here. It'll be on the news. It'll be on the Dark Souls 2 Times. Like, streamer nets himself death penalty for being bad at Dark Souls 2. Oh god. Okay, Pate, please no. Oh. How could you betray me like this, Pate? Uh-oh. We're like literally 2 hits out. Okay, come on. Come on, you weird son of a biscuit. There we go. Jeez. Okay, cool. The congregation. Dude, that almost happened. I actually almost died to the congregation. Or not this. Yeah. Yeah, I know, finally. Well, I didn't get to level up, though. Because I lost all those souls. So I could have leveled up if I just hadn't lost all those souls. But I lost all those souls. So now I don't get to level up. Which is very, 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 very sad. Very, very, very sad. Yeah, we're singing Amazing Grace for the, yep. Amazing Grace, how sweet that level could have been. I could have put a point into faith. Oh, Danny boy. The faith, she's calling. From Glen to Glen. Yeah, have a good night, dude. Thanks for showing up. It's really awesome. I guess we can. I'll probably test out the spice real quick here, actually. Well, first what I'll do is I'll go to Iron Keep. Or no, we need to. Yeah, I'll go to Brightstone Cove actually and get that stupid fireball spell. Oh wait a minute. I don't want to lose these souls. Never mind. I can't do it yet. Never mind. I gotta save these souls. Shoot. So we gotta do Shrine of Amana. We can do it later. Though I run the risk of forgetting if I don't do it now, but it's how life is. Sometimes. Sometimes. You gotta just keep going. Or we can get a Twinkling Titanite here while we're here. Not that I really need it. And yeah, this is a great spot to farm Twinkling Titanite if you're in a new game. So I think the best place is in like the actual best place is in Shaded Woods. So there's 2 Twinkling Titanites and a soul somewhere in Shaded Woods. It's a flame butterfly too. And you can get life gems from these guys too. Okay. Yeah, so like Darkstorm's nice for stuff like this. You can do this to this guy. It's like I don't really have to worry about spell casts either. I have so many. It's like a throwing knife that does just trucks enemies. Now, do I need to be doing this? Probably not. But it's the kind of thing that just like makes your life just like 1% easier. But we'll try lighting out. We'll try lighting out as we go. I guess I could go back to intelligence or no? Yeah, maybe I should switch back to intelligence. Or wait, do I have a soul? Oh, I do. I just barely got one. Yeah. So I actually can switch back to intelligence. Yeah, it's really good. It's actually really good. Plus, another aspect to it is that it actually oh shoot. Another really cool aspect of it is you can get infinite fire bonus. So like fire bonus, it keeps increasing all the way up until like so many caps. So like you can get a fire bonus higher than most other bonuses. I think dark is technically the best. So if you have like really absurdly high stats, you gain slightly more dark bonus than any other bonus. But fire bonus is also pretty high too, because you're double dipping the whole time. So like if you go lightning bonus, you only get lightning bonus per point of faith. But for dark bonus, you get dark bonus per point of int and faith. So I think that's why the buff spells are not as good, to try to like offset it or whatever. But I mean the buff spells are almost as good. But I think I'm gonna hit this oh shoot. I'm gonna hit this next boss like crazy hard. Because of yeah, and so the thing is, like, the really non-negotiable thing is, the thing that's like insanely non-negotiable is I'm going to use pyromancies against oh, they're okay. Oh, I can human effigy up then. I'm gonna use pyromancies against Dark Lurker, right? So it's like it almost doesn't matter what else we're even talking about, because I'm gonna use pyromancies against Dark Lurker. That kind of is the final word, I guess. Because I could use magic, I could use sorceries, and that would probably be slightly better. But it wouldn't be better enough. Like, it would be a huge amount of work to do. And then I'd still need really high intellect to make it happen, which wouldn't be worth it most of the time, in most cases. Okay, I almost forget how to handle these guys. We gotta remember how to handle these guys. I'm getting distracted. What's in that chest? Ah. Okay, there's one. You can't corpse room through this. Actually. Or, yeah, see you. Uh oh, fudge. Fudge. Twinkling? No. So I guess I can just pass on through here. Yeah, the problem with them is that you don't get that. It's really hard to get spell casts for them. They're actually really good though. Pyromancies are actually really good. But especially in New Game, finding extra copies of the spells is like impossible. So in fact, I need to go and I need to get an extra copy of I need to go right now and get an extra copy of Fire Orb or whatever. Great Fireball or whatever it is from Brightstone Cove. Because I'm going to use that on Dark Lurker. And then I think Great Fireball is slightly more efficient than... Do I have a copy of Soul Spear? So... I don't. Yes, you're getting 4. It's about the same. I think Soul Spear would be better. But I haven't gone through the trouble of collecting copies of Soul Spear up until this point. So, that's actually a major L. Yeah, absolutely. And you have to kill the stupid lizards. I mean, they're still really chunky, but I think that's what they're there for. Is you can farm Great Fireballs. I think I need to get at least one copy of Soul Spear so I can, like, verify it. But that means upgrading a catalyst too. So I need to get a copy of Staff of Judgment at some point. Okay. Okay. Who's this guy? Yeah, I need to find some copies of Soul Spear, just to mess around with them at some point. Uh-oh. I mean, I could always farm more of them. I could always use Bonfire Ascetics to farm more of them later. Once I hit maxed out difficulty. So I think maybe I'll test out later. I'll do some testing later on. But they're not going to be good for DLC bosses, so it's fine. Uh-oh, Lizardman. There we go. Yeah, I think warmths are not as important. Or I haven't used warmth at all. I mean, it's healing. Isn't it like the best healing spell in the game too, or something like that? Isn't it like straight up like the best healing spell in the game in like the grand scheme of things? Or one of the best? Where does it even drop from? Because you must be getting it from like a chest or something, or are you buying them all from the guy? You just every new game cycle, do you buy one from the guy? Because I know he sells one. The guy in the Undead Crypt sells one. Yeah, I think there's one in a chest somewhere. There's one in a piece of treasure somewhere. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Yeah. 12 copies of warmth. Uh-oh. Underrated spell, I think. As far as I know, it's an underrated spell. I like how they have that guy there just because he blends in. That old knight. Or, fudge. Oh! Uh-oh. Can I do this? Oh, they know. They know. Well, maybe? Yeah, that's the good thing about it. Honestly, I could probably swap out some of these dark orbs for that, honestly. And do that or something. Without having to worry about miracles. Yeah, really super cool spell. For sure. Okay. Oh, I should poison this one. Yeah, it's not. Well, those spells aren't as good as dark fog as far as I know. That's the only problem with those, is that I think they're not as good as dark fog. But you get them for, I think the stat requirements are really low too, though. So it like doesn't matter. It's just like whatever. But if you have access to dark fog, you don't. I don't think you need those, as far as I know. I could be wrong. There might be some advantage to them. Also, I think they're harder to get than dark fog too. So there's like, so if they were like really easy to get or something, I think it'd probably be worth it. But I think they're not. I think they're kind of pains to get. Can I do this? Yes. There we go. But yeah, if you're doing like a physical character, yes, that's like the best way to get. That's like the easiest way to get toxic. And like you don't. It doesn't. You don't even have to upgrade the thing. You don't even need to like. You don't even need to spend fire seeds. Although there's really no reason not to, because they don't do anything else. Boom. Come here, you. Oh shoot. Go. Because I think you get fewer casts of Toxic Mist per use. And it's like not AoE, or no, it is AoE still. I don't know if I have a copy of it. Oh shoot. No, don't do that. Okay, well, there's a life gem. It's like weird. I'm not sure why Dark Fog even exists as a spell. It's like really weird. It's like I'm not actually sure why Dark Fog even exists as a spell. Because it just like totally outclasses Toxic Mist. But it's probably just as well, or it's probably really good for me because that would make Gank Squad a lot harder if it weren't for Dark Fog. And specifically Gank Squad. Nope. Come on. Go. Another AI kind of breaks, so I can pull one at a time now. Then we switch to lightning. We'll do Sunlight Blade for this guy, just because he's also in the water, so you get like a big chunk of extra damage. Oh. Come on. No. Yeah, I hate Gank Squad. It's not the worst boss in the game, for sure, but it's sure annoying. It is sure super annoying of a boss. Although I have a pretty good setup for it, I think. I feel like I'm reasonably confident that my setup for it is pretty good. And I guess we can use lightning against Velstad, or is he weak to lightning? Is that what is it? He's weak to lightning, I think. Or he's resistant to dark? I can't remember what it is. So I guess we can use lightning on Velstad too. But he might be resistant to lightning. And Nishandra too, yeah. So I guess there's lots of little reasons to do lightning too. Obviously, prioritizing non-DLC. Okay. So I think, yeah, I think he's not that resistant to dark. I think he's just mostly resistant to dark. But what I'll do is I'll do a side-by-side with fire and lightning against him. I think. Just to see how they really stack up. Shoot. His AI is being really annoying. There we go. There we go. And a Twinkling Titanite. So we get our cake and we get to eat it too. What was I gonna use it for? Or Staff of Judgment. I was gonna use it for Staff of Judgment actually. Or not Staff of Judgment. Staff of Wisdom. I was gonna upgrade a Staff of Wisdom just to test it out. With Soul Spear. But I didn't farm Soul. I should have farmed. Not farmed. I should have grabbed every copy of Soul Spear. Up until this point, but I didn't. So, even if I wanted to go int, I really couldn't. But we can prep that for next cycle. But I'm so happy with Pyromancies on Dark Lurker, I think it doesn't matter. Oh, I need to rest. Okay, we go Tune Spells, Lightning, Sunlight Blade. That's fine. We do need Dark Orb for this. We 100% need Dark Orb for this. So here's another example where Dark Orb works. Like, yeah, we could use a lightning-infused bow, but it's like, who cares? Like, I just don't. I want to save arrows because they're annoying to buy and they're expensive. And so we can just Dark Orb these guys, and it's faster, and it saves us time too. So it saves us time in the sense that we don't have to buy arrows, and it saves us souls because we don't have to buy arrows. So yeah, it's like Dark. There's something Lightning doesn't have, and that's this kind of crap. Where it just like makes my life slightly easier. Not even like really, but just like 1%. I feel like people are never gonna trust me about. Yeah, it's just to annoy the player. Just to very much annoy the player. Probably there's a reason. Probably it has some kind of use for somebody somewhere, you know what I mean? Like there's probably some kind of like esoteric value to it. Well, you can farm the urns, right? You can farm something off of them, I think. Like that's where corrosive urns come from. Perhaps. Okay. Yeah, we'll get a little bit of extra damage on this guy here, though. Oh, well, first we need to go... Old Leo. What up, brother? What are you doing? Oh my god, I've never seen that before. That's a new one. Yeah, it's like not even that much extra damage. It's like, I literally don't think this makes a difference. Like, the utility the Dark Orb provides is so much nicer than this. Well, I guess it's not nothing. We're gonna use it anyway. We're gonna go with it anyway. I think, like, I can be contrarianistic about this all I want, and there's some merit to what I'm saying. But the extra damage that lightning provides is nice. Oh yeah, no, I'm there's actually one other weapon I was looking at, by the way. So I'm pretty confident I know what this game has to offer in terms of weapons. I'm like 99% sure that its Ice Rapier is the best, and then Chaos Blade is okay. Okay. And then Red Iron Twin Blade is also okay. And then I'm going to try Mastodon Halberd just because I have it mostly upgraded. So Mastodon Halberd will also get tried out. But we don't have strength investment, so I'm losing a little bit of damage on that. And then I'm going to try, the last weapon I'm going to try, I think, is Mannequin Dagger. So, like, I think, honestly, even, like, Curved Nail Greatsword isn't very good. And that's, like, the best slow weapon in the game or something. So, I'm not really optimistic about the odds that some of these other weapons have. Oh, yeah, well, I don't have one prepped. I don't even have one, I think. Oh. I literally don't even have one in my inventory, so I actually can't. I haven't picked up a single one all run. So I legitimately can't. I literally can't. I wish I could, but I can't. That would be really funny. But I actually don't have one. Because it's like hard to get. It's like a huge pain to actually get one. Yeah, it's like this game is so weird. This game is just so weird, yeah. It's like Dark Souls 2 for you. Just like random crap like that. I think it is the best version of the Greatsword, which is not saying something, which is not a good thing actually. It's actually really bad. I think the Greatsword is actually just so terrible in most of these games that the Dark Souls 2 version of it is slightly better. It does have really high AR. So the total AR you get out of it is actually really high. But because it doesn't have the, but it doesn't matter because it doesn't have the utility that other, that like other weapons have. Like this Zweihander has, and the Great Lance and stuff have way more utility. And because they can pancake people. Or can you pancake with it? I don't know. I think you can't. Yeah, it's like I think in DS3 it's doomed. I think there's so many good weapons in DS3 that it's like completely doomed. There's like no chance in DS3. Like DS3 is literally the game that has like Vort's Hammer, and like I guess you could have there's like bleed weapons or something that are big and heavy, and there's like a bunch of like weird elemental weapons that are big and heavy that are okay. And so it's just like in the worst possible spot in DS3. And then for DS1 it's like impossible to get. It's like an Easter egg basically, because you have to get it from that stupid vendor. It's like impossible to reach. And then you have to get it from that dumb vendor. And then for DS1, yeah, for DS1. And so for DS2 it's okay. It's okay. I think it's an okay weapon in DS1. But like not or in DS2, I'm sorry. For DS2 I think it's an okay weapon. But even then I think it's like eh. Yeah, exactly. You have to run across the bridge. It's like the only way. Like literally the only way to get that weapon. Well, yeah, so you want to be really, really far on the left or the right. It's actually not that bad a jump, but yeah, it's like, I remember the first time I did that jump, I'm like, how? The first time I like tried to do that jump, I'm like, literally, how is a human being supposed to do this jump? I was like shocked and appalled at how crappy it was. But you have to be really far on the left or right, and you have to like jump it literally. You have to be like basically over the air when you finally input the jump or something like that. It's like really dumb. But it wasn't the worst thing in the world, at least for me. But the bigger problem is there's like no reason to talk to that vendor. He has like stone plate rings, and that's like it. And like I guess he has tower shield. Yeah, the shield he sells is pretty good actually. The shield he sells is pretty decent. And then no! 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 Not Forlorn. They should call him Gregarious for the number of times he invades me. That's what he should actually be called, is Gregarious. It's like I think Forlorn is a little inappropriate of a name for this guy because he's apparently not forlorn to invade. He apparently loves doing that. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. I actually really think the bridge with the great archers is really funny. Having died to it like a million times, I actually think it's kind of amusing. Yeah, that's the other thing. I kind of wish the Pursuer actually showed up more times in the game. I wish he showed up, like, because he shows up a ton of times in the last Bastille. And it's like, and then he doesn't show up anywhere else in the game. It's like really dumb. It's like, just put the Pursuer someplace else. But it's like, it's whatever, I guess. But I would have liked more Pursuer fights. I actually really enjoy the Pursuer. He's actually one of my favorite bosses in the game. Actually, that's a boss I really love, is Pursuer. Actually, I think somebody was asking me about favorite bosses. And I forgot to, and I didn't mention Pursuer. I actually really love Pursuer. I think he's actually a really awesome boss. The thing about him is you need iframes. You need like bonus iframes to dodge his dumb attacks. But that's like it. Yes. Well, I think it's part of a larger narrative, right? Of like the undead wanting to stop you from reigniting the fire, right? So like the idea being is that the entire game is kind of set up around traps. Yeah, that too. You can also do strafing. Yeah. But not all of them. Also, he has a bunch of like the ranged attacks he does too. Yeah, that's a great... Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. Well, you have to kill the dogs and archers beforehand, is in my experience with him. Oh, I need to juice up. Uh-oh. Yeah, they can be parried too. That's the other crazy thing. You want to talk about weird stuff? It's a parry. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay, 678. That's like actually not that crazy. $678's the highest number we're getting so far. Actually, let's bone out. I want to get out of here. What? We're gonna try this one more time. We're gonna look at fire weapon. We're gonna see how much AR we're really losing or gaining here. And then this will give me an opportunity to denial up first anyway. So 678 was the highest number, I think. I do have fire weapon equipped. Starting to doubt in your mind about what? So 678 was the largest number. His 3-hit combo only requires you to roll for the first attack. Oh yeah, no, you can strafe. Yeah, you can strafe a bunch of his attacks. He's actually really fun to fight. I actually really like Pursuer. Honestly, Pursuer might actually be one of my favorite bosses in the entire series. Now that I think about it. He looks so cool. They like hype him like crazy. Come on. Do your thing. Oh, wow, that's considerable. Okay, maybe I didn't hit him right? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I'm doing way less damage. What? Uh-oh. No, Flame Weapon is cool, though. If you want to fight, like, normal stuff. Huh. And I have a fire weapon on, too. Yeah, but it's still... Like, that's the problem, is it doesn't affect anything. I don't feel like this is, like, the end of the world. Uh-oh. And my denial's still active, too. Yeah, I think points into faith have been worth it, unfortunately. I was, like, really, like... My other option is to go to 99 vigor. Or 99 HP. There we go. $45 plus 22. What's 45 plus 22? We tried against we tried it against what's his face too. Yeah, see, I guess they knew that Dark was really good, and so they made the buff spell not as good, but it's still good. We'll see how much damage I do against this guy. 6-7, 6-7, 6-7. 45 plus 22. Yeah, 67. Is this like a meme? I don't get it. I don't get. 45 plus 22 equals 6-7. I literally don't even... I don't get it. You'll have to forgive me. I don't get the joke. Okay, lightning bladed up. Huh. Interesting. Five, 8, 5. 5, 8, 5. Okay. Okay. 585. Oh, I need old Leo. Ah, I messes it up. I just put on Silver Cat. It's fine. Or Covetous, Silver Covetous. 585. Yeah, I think if Vendrick sneezes on me, I like explode. I explode like a giant like mushroom-clad fireball. If Vendrick smells me, my my eyes fall out of my head. If Vendrick sees me at all, it's just like laser beams come out of his eyes and he just rips me in half. But hasn't happened yet, so. Look, see, I have all those iframes. I have all those iframes. So I guess it works out. So what is it, 585? Was it 585? Yeah, but it was pre-DLC boss, so they just do nothing, I guess. 502. Okay, that's considerably worse. Let's try magic. Or no, I don't have magic bonus. Yeah, so I actually can't benefit from it. Honestly, this is good enough. Honestly, I might go back to magic. Just for Alana. Because it's like none of these bosses matter at all. Like a little tiny bit of extra damage on this boss is meaningless. It's completely meaningless. It just affects nothing. The only boss that really matters is Alana. And I guess Frozen Outskirts, but I was using Fire Weapon because I think they're weak to fire. I mean, I guess I could test it. The problem is testing it on them is going to be so hard. Yeah, I think they're probably weakest to lightning. It's like, this just does not matter. Yeah, it's like, I just don't even care. Like, how much damage I do to him just doesn't matter. It's like being able to like Dark Orb like random enemies is worth more than like 100 damage on a boss that I should be able to flawlessly dodge every time. You know what I mean? And I think magic is, yeah, so maybe I'll go back to magic. But I mean, I guess I'm getting the most duration out of whatever it's called, right? So yeah, we'll just go to int. So I think I may switch back to magic for Alana. Or I mean, yeah, it's like even Ivory King, he just like does not matter. Like I think like an extra hit of damage. I know. Totally broken. Okay, what am I doing? Where am I going? Oh, Aldi's Keep. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to come up with like an order of stats, I think. Oh, I guess I can test on Ava. I can test the damage stats against Ava. So that's probably what I'll do. Yeah, it's like for this enemy, it literally doesn't matter. Like, there's a very, like, I'm not gonna one-shot these enemies with this. Well, what I'll do is I'll do lightning on Ava, and I'll test a lightning versus fire on Ava. Because I think that's the one boss where fire is like maybe really good. But maybe lightning's better. The main problem with testing lightning on Ava is... is there an issue technically? Oh, because I need to use dark weapon on the... yeah, so it's... Okay, there might be issues. Maybe? We'll see. We'll see. So maybe I one-shot that guy with... I one-combo that guy. But it's an issue of stamina at that point. Oh, I can't pick any of these up, yeah. Human effigy. I gotta drop one human effigy. There we go. And then I can upgrade Staff of Judgment. Or, yeah, Staff of Wisdom. So we'll try lightning on this boss too. Well, no, I'm not gonna try lightning on this boss because it doesn't matter. I'm gonna test lightning on Ava. I think, well, I'll use lightning on this boss, but I'm not gonna, like, worry about it. Yeah, I literally I'm still 100% locked into to hexes over faith. 100%. But I think I've hit a point with this character where my level is literally so high. Did I not grab King's Ring? Oh. I didn't grab King's Ring. I did not grab King's Ring. Just great. I seemingly forgot to grab King's Ring. Incredible. Just incredible. Can you believe that? Can you believe the streamer? Yeah, exactly. Where is the King's Ring? I don't know. I don't know where the King's Ring is. It's still on Vendrick's dead body. It's still on Vendrick's corpse is where it is. I gotta pry it off Vendrick's body. What a scumbag Vendrick is. Thank you. Killed Vendrick and everything. Ladia. Oh, you mean those one enemies that like shoot the fire or shoot the dark or whatever? Like the easiest enemies in the world to dodge. We'll get there. Oh, no! No! No. Okay, yeah. No, those are tough enemies, yeah. Those are super tough enemies, actually. Yeah, and then I just get eaten by an ogre. Like, literally the easiest ogre in the world to dodge. Just rips me in half. Just tears me in half. Like a phone book. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger tears in half a phone book. The iframes, they do nothing. Oh. It's not a tumor. This enemy, yeah. Well, if we get through LD's keep without dying, that'll make up for it. Oh. Come on. Yes, I think my sets are finally in a good spot here. Well, no, man. I still need magic for what's-her-face for Alana. Or do I? Maybe I'll just use lightning on Alana? I don't know. I think maybe at this point, I'll just use lightning on everything. Because, like, technically I gain a little bit of extra damage for magic, I guess. Standard. Well, in base game Elden Ring, you're supposed to have like a bajillion HP. Like, it's like Dark Souls 3. Is Elden Ring really that hard? I got the impression it wasn't that hard. Most of it, at least. Eventually I'll play Elden Ring. Elden Ring. See, it's like, I want to see somebody do that with miracles. Exactly. Yes. The stupid DLC enemies, yeah, I know that's where the difficulty is. Although, to be fair, Meteor will basically one-shot you too. Exactly. Miracles can't do nothing. Miracles can't do nothing at all. It's all dark orb. It's like you find a piece of toilet paper in a dirty swamp, and it has like a spell written on it, and that's the best spell in the game. See, it's like, what kind of paper is this written on? If you look at dark orb really closely, right? So that's written on some like nice parchment. You know, urine is like on some nice parchment. You know, denial's on like the nice parchment. Dark orb is on some like scrap of paper that was in a toilet, and somehow it's the best spell in the game. We don't even know. We don't know how. No, nobody knows how. It's a mystery to everyone, including me. You'll pop a squat here. Oh wait, we need to go back to lightning. Yeah. Well, intelligence is still better. Intelligence and Soul Spirit are still 100% better, but not by enough to mean it to matter. Like, not anywhere near by enough to matter, because you're not going to use it on bosses anyway. But you could totally Soul Spirit all these bosses, and it would be, oh fuck. Yeah, there we go. You could 100% Soul Spirit all of these bosses. You could absolutely Soul Spirit all of these bosses. But that doesn't matter, right? It's like you can do anything for these bosses. You can use Fire Weapon for literally all of these bosses, basically. And it just doesn't matter. The only boss you can't use Fire Weapon on is Lost Sinner. Yeah. 5, 6. Okay, that's okay. No, you can use Soul Spirit on Old Iron King, absolutely. You can absolutely use Soul Spirit on... Or you know, Fire Weapon. Yeah, you couldn't use Fire Weapon on him either. Yeah. So you have to use Dark on him. But you could use Soul Spear on him. You'd absolutely use Soul Spear on him. You might need Iron Crown for it. Probably not even that. Probably not even Iron Crown. You just need a lot of attunement. So it's like these bosses, like I could Dark Orb these bosses to death. I could literally be using Champ Vanquisher Seal on these bosses. So if something's good on these bosses, it doesn't matter at all. It's like I think the Ancient Dragon is probably the one exception. There we go. Well, you only need like 10, right? Or there's like 11 attunement slots, right? Or 12 attunement slots. So you only need 12. And it's more mana, it's more slot efficient than Crystal Soul Spear, so you probably don't even need that many. You probably only need like 10 slots worth. Especially with Staff of Judgment. Or Staff of Wisdom. Or whatever. We'll try that out at some point. It's not meta by any means, but we'll try it out still. Yeah, so like I was saying, none of these bosses is like, I don't know. Yeah. So I think that should be enough Soul Spears. But you wouldn't want to try that on DLC bosses. It's not impossible. Some guy was telling me that there's some guy on YouTube who does these bosses hitless. And for every single one of them he does magic. But I don't know if that's like something that's like required or like helps him do it hitless, or if he's just like memeing. Because you can have because apparently he has Havel's shield on his back the whole time, which like does nothing, obviously. Where is she?
Bear and
What are these?
bear and
Yeah, this is... God, it sounds miserable. Sounds absolutely miserable. Sounds like absolutely comedically miserable. Sounds like absolutely laughably comedically miserable. Very, very, very bad. Yeah. Hitless magic only. Yeah, Vanquishers. Hello. Hello, Kavak. How you doing? Yeah. Vanquishers ring only. Yeah, either Fists or Vanquishers ring only. Yeah, that sounds like fun. No, I want to move on to another video game, unfortunately. As much as I love the thought of doing that, and by love I mean to test, I really want to play Demon's Souls. Nearly died of cringe? I love DS3, dude. DS3 is like my favorite video game ever. DS3 is like so good. I love DS3. Every time I play DS3, I'm like, oh wow, this is so much... Every time I play DS3, I'm like, this is so much better than DS2. Like, absolutely every single time. Like, I played DS3 not that long ago myself, and the only thing I could think was, wow, this is better than DS2. Oh, did I say the forbidden thing? Am I not supposed to say that? Is the DS2 Gestapo gonna knock on my door? Am I gonna hear bang, bang, bang in the middle of the night? Notice it. Wow, I like the little Aldia. That's so cute. Notice the giant dumper. He's got a big old dump truck back here.
Young, how grapple without falter with this dreadfully twisted world.
DS3 doesn't have Aldia. I will say that about DS3.
Peace grants men the illusion of love. Shackle by falsehoods they yearn for love, unaware of his grand illusion. Until the curse touches their flesh. We are bound by this yoke. As true as the dark that turns within men.
There's no Aldia in DS3. Yeah, the Gestapo. They're like, bang, 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 bang in the middle of the night. It's like, we've heard you've said very bad things about Dark Souls 2, mon frere. Or, what's a German word? I don't know. Yeah.
Trust fully the illusion of life. But is this so wrong?
There's like a bunch of guys wearing like alpha armor.
Facade, and yet
And alpha armor and like Faram set and stuff. A bunch of guys, yeah.
no, are you intending
A guy with a Seldora outfit on.
to spoil this wonderful falsehood? I am Olya. I sought to shed the yoke of fate, but failed. Now, I only await an answer. Seek the throne. Seek light, dark, and what lies beyond.
Okay. Have I, okay. Well, don't worry. You know, if I disappear, if I end up in a gulag in the east of, Drangleic, we'll all know where I am. Not gonna happen. If the Dark Souls police come to my door, I'll plead the Fifth Amendment or something. I'll plead the I'll remind. Oh no! If the Dark Souls police come to my door, I'll just parry them, and then they'll be sitting there for like 3 minutes on the ground. Oh, I'm getting the ice rapier. I want to feel this coldness. No, don't worry. Oh. No one's ending up in a Dark Souls 2 gulag today. Not today, anyway. Okay, there we go. I mean, he likes Dark Souls 2. I understand. That's how Dark Souls 2 fans are. You know? You say the wrong thing about Dark Souls 2, this is why. Yeah. You say the wrong thing about Dark Souls 2 and bam, suddenly it's some weirdo stuff's going on. So yeah, actually. Oh god, come on. Oh, I want to, yeah, well, I'll probably survive the first hit on that enemy. I think on that, no, I think on that enemy does one-shot me, yeah. I think even the scoop one-shots me on the hammer one. But that's how Dark Souls 2 fans are. You say the wrong thing about Dark Souls 2 and you wind up in some kind of like basement or something. And you're sitting there shelling peanuts for them for the rest of your life. I'll talk trash about this game. Well, look, okay, I'm actually not talking trash about the game. That's the crazy thing, is I'm not even saying like, oh, Dark Souls 2 is so bad. Dark Souls 2 is so terrible. It's not even like that. I just say, it's just every time I play Dark Souls 3, I think to myself how much better Dark Souls 3 is than Dark Souls 2. But apparently that's the same thing as saying Dark Souls 2 is from a dumpster and smells like I don't know, something bad. It smells like trash or something. Like, the idea being is I think the Dark Souls 2 fans, it's the same thing. It's like you say to them like, oh, like this game is actually deeply flawed, and they're like, oh, well actually what you're saying is that this game is dumpster garbage and it belongs in the sewer, and that you flushed your Dark Souls 2 disc. You blended, you put your Dark Souls 2 disc in a blender, and then you flushed it down the toilet. And that's what they think, it seems like. No offense, okay? No offense if you're a Dark Souls 2 fan. You know, I don't know anyone who likes Dark Souls 2 personally. But no offense if you're a Dark Souls 2 fan. You know, because I've never liked Dark Souls 2, that's for sure. I've never enjoyed it, not even once. But it is really funny how much fun I had playing Dark Souls 3 for a couple hours there earlier this month. There is something very special about Dark Souls 2, I'll say that. I think special being a fairly apt word in this context. Okay, come on. Oh my gosh. He's not even dead. Oh, I need to poison him again. This guy was like 1 billion HP. So you need a bow and arrow though. So you need 60 dex no matter what. No matter what, you need 60 dex. And then you need 30, yeah. Oh no. No! Why did I do that? 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 I didn't even have my thing up. Why did I not have my thing up? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Why I don't understand. It's so ridiculous. God. It's like the list of crimes that I've committed against Dark Souls 2 just keeps going up and up. Absolutely ridiculous, yes. Yes. Have a good night, Kevak. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. That death really ruined my mood. Yeah, just all my deaths. Yeah, just every single death to just the dumbest thing. And I scream and I beg. I'm like, why? Why did I do this? And there's no answer. Just into an empty void. Gotta make sure everybody knows Dark Souls 2 is the best video game ever. It's like it doesn't matter what you do. A lie will remain a lie, as Aldia says. No matter how much people say, I can't do an Aldia voice. Well, of course you can't do an Aldia voice because it's obviously like modulated all heck. But you know, it's like men know fully men believe fully in the lie of Dark Souls 2, but ultimately a lie will remain a lie. What's your choice, young Hollow? Do you want to do those really annoying DLCs? Give us your answer. Young Hollow. Are you excited to die? Are you excited to get one shot by like every enemy? Oh yeah. Oh, we're doing all the DLCs. No, the DLCs are happening. That's not even up for debate. We're closing in on that actually. We're very much closing in on that. Come on. I hate this enemy so much. I could try dark fogging him. Dude, what? He literally have to poison him so many times. I guess at this point I could lightning infuse his bow. But the actual damage I gain from bows would not be meaningful. Because I think that most of the damage is tied up in the buff spell. Yeah, seek shame. Conquer, seek adversity, as Eldia says. No, you better believe I'm not seeking shame. Eldia, that's the first thing Eldia tells you. You gotta seek adversity. You gotta seek glory or whatever. He doesn't say that. Although I am ashamed every time I die in this game, actually. That's for sure. Maybe I shouldn't be. That's a good point. No, Aldi is pretty clear. You gotta seek adversity. Aldi is very, very clear. He's like, it's pretty crystal clear that you have to seek adversity to a certain extent. That's what separates the hollow, or wait, that's what separates the crestfallen from the true hollow, or whatever, or however this goes. You want greatness? You gotta fight for it. Which is why I'm killing this dragon for the 15th billionth time. Oh. No! Don't do that! Bad dog. Bad dog. Ugh. Bad dog. Bad dog. Yes, Ancient Dragon, please. That's really it. That's really it right there. Aldia's pet dog. No! No! Uh-oh. No, no. He's gonna kill me too. This is like death. This is like 100% death. Yeah. Okay, whatever. We'll do it again. Run it back. 100% or just run it back. Yeah. Yeah, bad dog. The poor dog. You know, it's tough being a dog that big. That's the thing. It's like, it's really tough to be a dog that big. You know, you're high energy. You're really fuzzy. As the Ancient Dragon obviously is. You're worth a ton of souls. Going to the vet's hard. LD's got to put you in the crate. LD's got to put you in the old crate. Really rough. See, a cat, you can literally put a cat in a box of cardboard and move a cat around like that. But Ancient Dragon like this, oof, really tough. Here's another downside to Sunlight Blade. I guess I could... Okay, that's my fault, because I could attune a second copy. Oh, no! No, I didn't do it right. Oh, God. Yeah, I did die to Ancient Dragon, absolutely. Just now. Oh. Yes, I've died many times, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I've died many times. But hey, you know what? Greatness was never going to be easy. Heroism is difficult. To achieve true heroism requires much in the way of hard effort. Ultimately, it's the responsibility of the individual to identify one's failure and address it via comprehensive effort. The true master has failed more times than the beginner has even tried. That's the sad truth. You want to link the fire? You gotta stab the dragon between his toes like 15 times. Or like 100 times or whatever. Where's lightning clutch ring? I need lightning clutch ring. Actually, I probably don't. To be honest. I guess I could. And the irony is I still need a fire-infused weapon because there's no way in heck I'm gonna sunlight blade between well, hold up, I'll go over that when I do testing on Ava. When I get to the Ivory King DLC. Okay. But in theory, unless a boss is weak to lightning, raw fire should be better. Okay. Then we go back home. Yeah, well, someday. Yep, sorry. Poor Aldia's dog. Aldia's poor dog. Everyone's favorite character, Aldia's poor dog. Dead. Yep. You have a dog that big, they don't just live forever, you know? Some guy with an ice rapier comes up and stabs your dog to death. You know, it's the circle of life. Sad. Sad to say. Some guy with a rapier made out of ice. With like a really dumb looking sword made out of ice. And like a really stupid shirt with like a bunch of bones on it. And a bunch of straw and bones on it. Some kind of like fey goblin comes up and like murders your dog for no reason. It's a song as old as time. Or whatever. You know? It's a sad truth. It's a sad, sad truth, you know? It's unfortunate. Okay, where are we going now? Giant Lord. Giant Lord. I should be able to kill this boss before I run out of time. Wow, what's katana parry? The katanas can parry? I don't know, we can try. Want to find out? Let's find out. Let's see if we can. I don't think so. Yeah, no, they don't. 100% no. No way. It's just, or no, there's something like that. Isn't that right? Isn't there something kind of like that? Isn't there? I think there's something sort of like that, but it's not the same thing, and it's not as good. Yeah, there's like something going on with that. Hold up, we can try. Yeah, whatever. There's something going on with that, but I don't remember what it is exactly. Wait, wrong way. Or no, right way. I'm trying to think, because there's like some weird thing. There's some certain weapons that have like weird things like that to them. And I think I remember seeing a video about this not that long ago. But as far as like actually... As far as like a katana parrying the same way, no. But I do think there's some weapon that gets like a weird... That gets like a weird kick or something that's like a... No, there's a weapon that has like a nonsensical attack. There's a weapon that has an attack that does literally nothing. For some reason. So there's a weapon that actually has like a useless attack. And I'll show it to you actually. There's a weapon that literally has an attack that does... Oh, fudge. Ah, come on. There's a weapon that has an attack that does literally nothing. It's like really stupid, but I can't remember how to get it. I think it's... I'm trying to remember how to get it. Is it... Because I have the weapon in question. Because it's dark... It's Warp Sword. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, this thing. So this probably is supposed to be a parry or something, but they goofed it up the coding on it, and it doesn't work. It does nothing. This literally does nothing. Watch. We'll go to this enemy here. Watch. Dodge him. Literally does nothing. Like, actually does nothing. For, like, no reason. So now it's... My theory is that what happened was, in development, they had a plan for this to be like a parry or something, but they just goofed it up, and they never implemented it to do what it was supposed to do, and they never gave it a hitbox either, so it just does nothing. So that's actually the example of that. Would I guess have been the katana, that version of the katana parry, is my theory. Yes, that's my theory. That's my theory. So yes, it's funny that you bring that up, because there is something kind of weird like that in the game, but it doesn't work or whatever, or it was never actually planned to be a katana parry or something like that. It's hard to say for sure. Ugh. They're gonna do it, wow. Look at that. Okay. Oh, come on! Really? You do this to me? Game? For all that work. No, it closes. They know. Are they stuck up there? Whatever. Kill this boss and we'll call it. We're actually going to test some stuff out on this boss. It doesn't really matter. Actually, never mind. We're not going to test anything on this boss. Because this boss is theoretically weak to dark, but it just doesn't matter. I think even if the damage is different, it's going to be negligible. So it's probably just worth it just to Sunlight Blade him. But I think I'm going to switch to magic for the next cycle. Now that I have enough stats, and I've really sorted out what I think the stats need to be. Because just for Alana. None of the other bosses really matter, honestly, except Alana. So I'm comfortable using Dark on every other boss. Although I guess Skeletons are weak to fire, yeah, I don't know. Uh-oh. Oh wow, I didn't know you could do that. There you go. Yeah, I think maybe Dark is like a little tiny bit better. 621. If I die to this boss, I'll test it out. Because he hits really hard. This guy does hit very, very hard. Oh. Apparently not. Apparently I'm just wrong. Actually. Just don't know what I'm talking about. Boom. Boosh. There you go. Swag out. Okay, I think the stream's probably going to end soonish here. Or maybe we'll do Throne of Want. We'll do the first half of Throne of Want. No. God, I love this game. I do love this game. You okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry for ever insulting this game, because I do love it. I do care deeply about it. I can't lie.
Until
Me and the Emerald Herald here, we're not going to lie about this. Me and her, we just don't lie. That's the thing about us. Me and the Emerald Herald, we don't lie. We keep it 100% with you. That's our MO. How many copies do I have? 4. Oh, we can do some. There's some shopkeeping. There's some stuff we can do here.
speak.
I'm not gonna waste these souls if I can avoid it. So 10 of those. 3 of those. 3 of those. Okay.
Visit.
Yeah, now I can go to Brightstone Cove. Get another copy of Fire Orb. Where's Brightstone Cove? No, I need to end stream. I need to end stream right now. Actually. I'm getting cracked out. Gosh darn. We'll do one last thing. We'll do one last thing. I don't have to end the stream this second. We'll do one last thing. We'll do one last thing. And there's only two more cycles left. We're gonna look for that item. Where is Soul Spear? Isn't right here? Isn't that it? Right there. Oh wait, you drop into it. Ah shoot, look at that. Yes. Well, I'm gonna stream in 2 seconds. 2 seconds is all. We're gonna get Soul Spear though. We're gonna 100% get Soul Spear before I end stream. And at some point we need to get Staff of Judgment. Our Staff of Wisdom. And then I need to do some research for the other. I'm pretty sure it's Witch Tree Branch is the other one, just because it's fastest. Like the total actual magic difference between Witch Tree Branch and the other catalyst is like really tiny. And then Witch Tree Branch is the fastest, right? So you basically have a cast speed that's like maxed out with Witch Tree Branch. Hello? There it is. My precious, precious Soul Spear. Okay. Yeah, we'll go to Brightstone Cove too. We'll do one last thing. One more thing we'll do. And then we'll end stream. I'm like excited. We're like closing in. My prey is within distance. I can smell my prey on the wind. I can smell the heat of my prey on the wind. And that prey being the end of this game. We'll get her done. And then probably what I'll do is I'll do one more pass. And I'll go to Ivory King DLC. And what I'll do is I'll try to kill Ava invisible. And I'll try to kill Ivory King with no guys. And I'll try to do a guide video on that. But I might need to do it off camera. Off stream. Because it's going to be like really weird. Maybe we'll do it on stream. I don't know. We'll see. And then I think that'll cap it out. But I want to do it on +8. Or max out difficulty. Okay, got that. Sweet. Okay, yeah, we're gonna stream now. We're gonna stream right now. Thank you everyone for watching. It's been a ton of fun. I gotta get going to bed though. I can't be sitting there. I can't be playing Dark Souls 3 all night. Or well, I don't know. Maybe in the future I will. Maybe in the future I'll stream indefinitely. I'll stream for an hour, for a lot longer. But for right now, I'm only gonna stream 3 hours. For right now. Especially considering I have to go to bed like right now too. But thanks for watching everybody. It's been a ton of fun. And yeah, I look forward to streaming tomorrow night. So expect to stream tomorrow night. And thanks for watching. I think I gotta be careful because I think I said that in the past and I haven't streamed. And so I feel really bad. So I don't want to make sure that, I want to make sure that never happens again. But 99% stream tomorrow night, absolutely. So thanks for watching.